I would rather her not be so focused on those horses out there, but she's standing here. I like this. Definitely not going to fuss at her too much about calling to the other horses when she stands at the mounting block this nice to get on. I've done one video of this horse, but I haven't released it yet. That was a video of when we were just working horses out here and I really wasn't talking. This horse came in probably close to a week ago, and I've worked for this owner before, worked some horses for her. She went and bought this horse, and then on her way back she stopped here on her way back to drop it off for me to ride it and just make sure that the horse was what it was supposed to be, because she had just picked it up, rode it, liked it, just wanted me to ride it, make sure it was what it's supposed to be. And then it is. It's a pretty nice horse. And I'll walk around and we'll talk about what she is and what I like about her, kind of what she could do better, but I think she's actually going to be a good fit for her owner. I can't remember what the owner told me her name was, so we're calling her Noname. If you think about it, Noname. Think about that. So I'm gonna ask her to walk around. I'm gonna start with my circles just like we normally do. As you see, I got on, she stood here. She's looking around and hollered, but her feet are standing still. I would rather her not be so focused on those horses out there, but she's standing here. I like this. Definitely not gonna fuss at her too much about calling to the other horses when she stands at the mounting block this nice to get on. So let's start with a couple of circles. Ask her to walk forward. I'm riding her in my triangle port. I kind of based what bit to start with off of what the owner told me this horse was supposed to be. And like I said before, I don't believe in bringing a horse all the way back to like it's never been rode before and restarting every horse that comes in when the horse is supposed to be a broke horse. And this horse was supposed to be a pretty nice broke horse. As we got back going with her the first time, we just kind of felled her out, whatever. And turned out to pretty much be what she was supposed to be. So as I notice, as I'm walking her around, I got to use a little bit of lag, push her forward a little bit. Not bad. She is waiting on me to give her something to do, which I really like. Seems to be really willing to do what's asked of her. Her ears are flicking around. They'll look forward at the other horses and stuff. Her ears will flick around when she hears something. But she's pretty good about bringing one ear back on me when I ask her to do something. So here I've walked her around a couple of circles. Let's go ahead and walk on out a little bit bigger, get a little bit more walk going. Like I said, we've been on her several times in the week or so that she's been here. So we pretty much know what she is. I think it was really smart of the owner to do that, to drop her off after she bought her, just to make sure that she was what she thought she was. She's not planning on leaving her here long term. She'll be here a little bit, and if we find any holes that we need to fix, we will. If not, I'll go ahead and send her home. But as you see, she's walking around pretty nice on a loose rein. Flies are bothering her a little bit. Our flies have gotten really bad a few days ago, probably about the middle of last week. This is Monday that I'm recording this. They got really bad. So usually they're bad for a few weeks, and then about the time it'll go on and get good and hot, then flies will get better. So I'm walking around. Good. Let's ask for a trot. Let's see what we get. Send her on forward. I know She moves weird. I'm probably gonna have all kind of people say she's sore here, she's sore there. What you can't see on the video, can't see from your point of view, is that all 4 feet are basically trimmed to 4 different angles. She needs a trim job pretty bad, but a couple of them need to grow a little bit before we can do a lot. So it's going to take a little bit of work to get her feet where they need to be. Don't believe she is sore anywhere. She got like one that's all the way down her heel, one that she stood up on her toe, and she needs a lot of help there. Feels like I'm riding a horse with 4 flat tires. Fast for a walk. Oop. She has a good stop. Let's go back to Trot and let's try her stop again. Whoa. Good girl. A little bit weak right there. As for a rollback. And Trot the other way. She's got some buttons. Got some pretty nice buttons. As I'm moving around, and this is going to go into her travel, if you watch her head relationship to her back being hollowed out, and then her travel, that's all related. She carries herself hollowed out. She's resistant in the pole. That affects her travel. So that's all part of what's affecting her way of going. All part of the same picture. She could use a little help there. Take a hold of her face. Add a little leg there. See her head come down? She'll let us kind of hold her there. Traveling a little bit better, but that didn't help all her feet be in different angles. Let's go to one-handed. See how she's not rounding up quite as nice one-handed. A little bit of a hole in her training there. As soon as I take a hold with 2 hands, she'll go ahead and put it down. What I'm seeing here is this is a horse that's had a lot of work done working her head to get her head down, but not as much work done getting her back in to engage and round her back. A little bit more spur on her nose, a little bit more spur. Just not going to round up one-handed. As soon as I take 2 hands and kind of open the reins, she'll round up. That I'd really like to see better. We'll go out here and we'll ask for a stop again. Whoa. Stop is okay. She's getting stopped. Don't care for the body movement that she's using to become stopped. The act of stopping is a forward movement. I don't care for the movement of how she's becoming stopped. Doesn't make her anything wrong with her, just I see some issues there if she was going to be trained up to a higher level reining horse, and I see some issues here if she was going to be trained up to a high level reining horse, but that's not what the owner's looking for. The owner's looking for a nice, good broke horse with a reining type handle, and I think she has that here. So let's see if we got any kind of one-handed spin. Open my right leg, neck rein over. See how she's kind of falling on the front end there? Need some help there. That's the same movement I was talking about. Let's go back forward. Her spin is going to really suffer because of that hollowed out head up position. Resistant in the pole, heavy in the shoulders. This is how Mac started out, and this is why I had so much trouble getting his spin going. Let's see what we got this way. Notice how I'm having to kick pretty hard over here to get some movement. She's having a hard time moving her shoulders over because there's so much weight on them, and she's not stepping real great in the back end. Not that she's really telling me no. I just recorded a video of Cupcake, and I talked about Cupcake telling me no, not wanting to do what I was asking her to do. This horse is not telling me no. This horse is trying really hard to do what I'm asking it to do. It's just that her body is not really in a good position to do that. This horse hasn't told me no today. I don't think this horse has told us no since she's been here. Really big difference there. And even though this horse is broker with a better handle, it's still a difference between saying no and being willing. This horse is willing. And the stuff that's going on with her body and her head position is going to stop her from being a high-level reining horse, which is probably why the person had her sold her. But I think for what the new owner wants, this is just fine. I think she would show in ranch just fine. We have not really worked her with the rope and dragging a log, but she seems to be a horse that would take to that just fine. So we'll be doing some more videos of her, and so you can see how she progresses, and we'll work the rope and the log drag and see how that does. So hopefully when this horse goes home, she'll be ready to show in ranch riding and ranch trail. This is Nona May. I'll have a link somewhere to her playlist on YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching.